Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? You are now tuned into the first episode of After the Buzzer with your host, ATB SHOM, aka SHOM Diggity, aka SHOM what you want, call it. And I'm also here with my main man, Joshua. Well, I ain't got to yell to him this time. He's literally right there. What's good, Josh? My boy ATV Josh Counts is in the building. Josh, how you doing today, man?
What's good, brother? But before we get that, first episode ATB, I think we need something for this. I'm gonna throw up the gunshot.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God. We're about to look out the window like, oh, but we good.
Oh, chill, bro. A couple summers ago, before I came to Rowan, it was not pretty.
Oh, summers be hot.
Not pretty. Yeah, I mean, summers be hot in Plainfield. Not too often, but just, it has its moments. It's not like,
But excited to be here. Glad to be on. We got a lot to talk about. The NBA regular season is finally back. The best sport in America is back on television.
Yes, sir.
And opening night was Tuesday. And then we had the rest of the games on Wednesday. And a lot of people showed up and some didn't. Where you want to start, my man?
Man, before we start, let me at least say this, right? Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go and follow the After the Buzzer podcast on all these platforms right here. You can follow us on TikTok. You can also follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, now known as X.
Now we calling it Twitter.
We calling it Twitter? I like to call it Twitter. I ain't calling it X. When I seen the X really pop up, I'm like,
I hate that junk. That's the worst thing Elon Musk
did. I personally don't like it.
Let me shut up before he cancel us.
That's it. Yeah, I wish Elon would. I wish he would try. But I wish he would try. But make sure you guys go and follow us and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, After the Buzzer in all caps. We will also put the links to the social medias in the description as well.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get into it, I also just found my cookies too. I ain't gonna lie. I've been looking for these cookies. I ain't gonna lie. I've been looking for these cookies for a minute, bro.
I can't say what I want to say because we PG-13, but like, dog, come on, bro.
Look,
come
man.
on. Look, be better. Be better.
You cooking rocking. What you talking about?
Hey, bro, get the show going, bro. Come on.
All right. So let's get into it. So we had opening night on Tuesday, which was a great opening night to begin with. All right. We had the Lakers taking on the championship Nuggets in the Mile High City. Now, that was quite some game. Now, the Nuggets defeated the Lakers 119-107. That was quite some battle, right, that they had. There was so much going on. I mean, it was ring night for the I was about to call them the Celtics.
The Lakers. I mean, the Nuggets.
Lakers. Yeah, it was ring night for the Nuggets. It was also everybody getting their first championship. Some more than others. KCP got his second championship, which also was ecstatic for me in the moment when I seen him win the championship. And it's crazy how he's going against the team that he won a championship for in the Lakers back when they won in 2020.
Bubble.
So yeah, the bubble championship. Real quick before I further explain this, do you still count that as a championship? You count the bubble as a championship?
Yes. Yes, I do. Because I feel like, listen, I get it. A lot of people call it asterisk. I get it. It wasn't a bubble. It wasn't really on the road. Everybody was playing ball. It's still, I'm gonna say, it's still ball. And a lot of players say, it's harder to win in the bubble because a lot of other players feed off the energy of the crowds. So when you only got really like just friends and family, whenever just like just a couple of dozen, I guess, it's like you got now your skills want to do the talking.
I mean, hey, I bet if every team had a TJ Warren on there, they probably would have went to the playoffs. I'm just saying, hey man, he the only one that wasn't fazed by that bubble mess. You know what I'm saying? So like, I didn't. It also was a mental toll on the players too. Paul George definitely talked about it.
That's why I say I feel like it was tougher for the players. Like they all admit that this was not easy being confined in this quarantine like space. And yeah, even though they had like this hotel they were in Rome, and a lot of them players like brought all they games and stuff. But that, trust me, I've been there on a vacation. You bring your game and you miss your home, you miss your own bed, you miss like your cars and all that. Like it's not fun.
Mm-hmm. Hey, being at Rowan, shout out to Rowan University, by the way.
Yep, shout out Rowan University.
Yeah, I mean, when I was at Rome, I definitely missed my bed. What you think I miss? I missed my couch. You know what I'm saying? I missed my couch, and then I had that, that bed. I mean, luckily I had a topper on top. I saved my back, but that it is what it is. You want to be in the sanctuary of home comfortability.
Yeah.
Got to be cozy. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, but for people to put an asterisk on it, like the Lakers ain't win the chip. Cause that's still added to Bron's legacy. He still got the 4.
It did, but it's always funny because they always put the asterisk. That's why they find anything to discredit LeBron's legacy.
Literally, yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, I was definitely people at one point discrediting the man's legacy. I said the bubble championship and count, but I had to think about it. I'm like, it's
count,
still an NBA championship. You know what I'm saying?
That's 4 rings for LeBron right there.
Yeah, come on, give the man his flowers.
And he in the year 21, so 21. Can you do something for me?
Listen, oh God, no.
You remember when James Worthy said that to LeBron on media day? That had me rolling. That had me rolling.
There's a lot of things that James Worthy needs to just stop doing. The only thing I love that he does is when he's smoking that cigar during post game, and
that's the best meme he's ever given right there.
That staple right there. That's a staple right there for the Lakers. Like, you can't be a Lakers fan and not appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't even know who James Worthy is, you gotta love that. You know what I'm saying?
They milked the heck out of that. They milked the heck out of that meme.
Of course.
All right, let's get to this game, man. It was rain night. Denver Nuggets taking on the Lakers. Denver did a lot of chirping in the offseason. I mean,
too many. I mean, you heard what AD said right before on media day.
Oh yeah. I heard all about what AD said. We're gonna get to him in a sec. About we ready. We ready for them. We prepared. And for context, the Lakers were prepared, but he wasn't prepared, it seemed like.
So let's see, right? AD had 17 points.
19.
Yeah,
he had oh no, excuse me, I'm wrong. 17. You was right. 17.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm about to say 19. I'm like, they gave that man 2 extra points. Ain't no way.
You're right. I thought he had 19 at the half. You're right. It was 17 at the half, but I'm gonna let you keep going.
I'm about to say they must have felt bad for him to give him the extra 2 points. And it's really
I felt bad. That's why I gave him an extra 2.
What you feeling bad for? The man couldn't guard him. He could not guard Jokic. And that was the damn shame about it. Because you know what? I'm rooting for him still.
You know what? I'm gonna get your bars off because I got something different. I'm gonna get your bars off though. Let you get your bars off though.
No, I'm just saying, like, all right. Let me give you all my takeaways from what happened throughout this Lakers and Nuggets matchup, right? So I'm gonna just tell you first with the Lakers, right? They have great ball movement and they look for a lot of shot creation. Torian Prince, bugging. My man's had 18 points, 4 from 6 from 3.
Yep,
4 from 6 from 3. That is
he was snapping.
The Lakers probably been looking.
Snapping.
Yes, he was, bro. He was, and I think that's what the Lakers been needed, like at least a solid, consistent 3-point shooter. They had that in KCP, and ever since they lost that in KCP, he went and won a championship with the Nuggets to give them that consistency.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Sean Prince was a big addition, along with Gabe Vincent.
Oh yeah, Gabe Vincent. I mean, hey, they tried their best out there. I ain't gonna hold you. They definitely, but I think that
it was just a mismatch. It was just a bad mismatch for him.
Well, that and then the team, don't get it wrong. Like, they got good players, like they got good acquisitions during the season. Like, I mean, during the offseason. Now it's just a matter of, I think they need more playing time with each other. You know, they need that. They need a bit more chemistry to work out. One thing I can say,
they need like 30, 40 games to get going. 30 to 40 games. They need
30 to 40.
I'd say that. Is that too many?
I mean, how many games do you think is about an All-Star break? At least like 30, 30, 40, you would say?
Like 34 games.
Okay, so
if they don't got it figured out by All-Star, then the Lakers have a problem. But I feel like by All-Star, we're going to start to see this team click. The problem with the team is not the team, because the team did everything right. The team shot like 54% in the second half. They were excellent. They were balling. They kept the game close.
Yeah,
but missing one person.
But you know what happens?
Go ahead. Well, go ahead.
Like, when you on that championship high, and I just got my ring. Like, prime example, right? I'm not even gonna put Jokic or even what's his name, Jamal Murray in that.
Yeah.
Think about Christian Braun right now. Think about him. I just came off an NCAA championship with Kansas. I get drafted, right? Not only do I get drafted to the Denver Nuggets, right? A team that's already in contention. And then while I'm playing for the team, I'm getting actually significant minutes in the playoffs. Right. And not only that, I'm getting minutes in the finals. And then my team wins the NBA finals. And then I get a ring. And then I got 2 rings within like a year and a half with each other. And now it's a team that I beat to get to the finals. Oh, yeah. They can't say nothing to me. I don't care
Nothing.
what dominance they may bring, what dominance they may have, or confidence they may have. We took it all away because they are little bro tonight. They little bro. They was little bro that night.
They were, and it's just, the game was great. I thought it was
the game was great.
A great, phenomenal first game. That's how you want to start the season. Everybody played. We're gonna talk like LeBron about getting benched around that 2-minute 2:30 mark. I think they Darvingham benched them.
Yeah, they want to give him like 28 to 30, something like that.
Yeah, they was going to do minute restrictions now. I think that I'm curious. I'm really questionable on that decision because if AD played like the way he played, you might need to leave LeBron in there to get you to win. But again, they could say that, yo, we're not built for the regular season, we're built for the postseason. We're gonna win the necessary games to get past the regular season, and then we make it to the postseason. That's probably where we're gonna see this team at its peak. But right now, AD, dog, you cannot be talking all this talk that you was gonna be ready, that you was gonna be at your peak, to be at your best, and you score 0 in the second half, bro. Yeah. He scored more points. He scored the same more points as me. I'm not even trying to be hardcore on him because I like AD, but dog,
I think the social media is taking it. I literally, right when I got off of work, the
first AI photos, right? You saw the AI photos.
No, I
gotta send you so. I'll send you so.
Wait, don't tell me when they photoshopped the man and put him in street clothes and he was working a regular job.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yo, see, that's the thing, right? I understand AD is bad, but you ain't gotta disrespect him. I think it's the fact that the man used to be so damn injured so much that anybody could just you know what? Forget AD. I'm about to come crazy at him. You know what I'm saying?
Charles Barkley was doing that going street clothes. Everybody else took it from there.
Hey, Charles Barkley. Hey, that's Charles' fault. He never should have said. I mean, he was acting like he was.
He was hurt all the time. Dog, conditioning has been, but this is all real serious talk. Conditioning has been an issue for AD for when it looks like, if you're the analyst or the fan, it looks like the dude does not take care of himself. LeBron is 39, going on 40. I think he'll be 40 in a couple months. His birthday, I think, is November, December. I feel like
his birthday in December, but LeBron turning 40. I could have sworn he was
30.
This year, I thought he was 38-ish.
I think he's 39. We got to Google that. That's Googleable. We're going to check that. But it's 38, 39. But at the end of the day, it's Anthony Davis. This dude has been in the league for 20 plus years now. Year 21. That's 20 plus years. He cannot carry a team anymore. He can't. He can still be on the team and help you get to your destination. But you're at the point you got to carry him. And I mean that respectfully.
By the way, LeBron is 38.
38.
Okay. Be turning 39 on December
39. Okay.
Fact that December 30th.
He old. At the end of the day, he old. He old in basketball terms.
Oh yeah, dude in the league for 20 plus years. Yeah, this is 21st season. Did you see all right, after that whole play with Bron, right? When KCP stepped on his foot, because people were stating that he made him fall. No, he stepped on his foot, right?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened? What was the immediate response after that? Bron took him coast to coast and got basically elbowed in his nose and still scored. But that happened to AD. You see what happened to AD? He said basically, when he got on the floor, when he damn near he ain't get no call.
Wait. When AD fell, it looked like he made a play and went into the stand. I promise you, I held my breath. I thought AD was about to get into a wheelchair.
Every time he fell, I thought he was done. I'm not.
Me too. I held my breath, and I mean that respectfully. I was holding my breath because every time he fall, you think this dude about to get carried out. It's bad. That's been the reputation he's made for himself. And you're hoping he can change it. Dog, again, scoreless and I told my man this, and it's not about him going up against Joker. A lot of people say he would have a mismatch against Joker. He has a mismatch against Joker. I think I would still say Joker's a better player than AD, of course. But it's one thing to get out. It's one thing to lose the battle against him. It's another thing to get outplayed. You got outplayed. Yeah. You didn't show up. 0. I didn't know you had 0 points until they said it after the game. I didn't know that. I had to go back and fact check them. I had to fact check Charles Barkley and crew. I'm like, wait, that can't be right. He had to have a point. No, he got 0.
That was bad. It was super bad because when I was doing my notes, and like I told you the other day, when I was looking through it, and Charles literally said it as soon as I recognized it, I'm like, wait a minute, AD missed. You could check it out. You could see how many, like, if you want to do the analytics and check out the stats and see how he really missed every single shot. When I noticed in the moment, like, damn, he missed every, and he didn't even go to the line. But mind you, that's not his fault. That's not his fault entirely.
They were
because
bad
the
calls.
refs was
They
missing
were bad
so
calls.
many calls that night. It
They
didn't
were
even make
bad
no damn
calls.
sense. There were so many bad calls, right?
Even Skip Bayless said they were bad calls. You know it's bad when Skip Bayless got to defend LeBron James.
Defend, bro, and he made his career off of shaming LeBron. And now he got to defend Bron. I think he only defended Bron probably maybe 3 times in his whole career.
I
think for real.
And I think 3 times were always against somebody else. Skip Bayless be gatekeeping that hate. Skip Bayless be gatekeeping that hate for LeBron.
Man, anything. Anyway, with LeBron, let's stop talking about the Lakers and let's actually talk about the champions that night who actually had a great night. You know what I'm saying? Asserting their dominance.
Talk about it.
Gosh. Let me just read off these little notions I got for the Nuggets, right? They're looking to give their young players Watson, Najee, and Brown some more playing time, right? Jamal Murray was making a statement and talking to everybody. He was talking to the refs. He was talking to the Lakers. He was talking to his own teammates. He was talking to the fans. He was even talking to the announcers. He was like, did Jamal Murray just point at me? I think that's what Reggie said. He was like, Jamal just pointed at me. I think he meant that for me. You know what I'm saying? And then the transition with offense was, oh my gosh. Their transition offense was, you saw when Jokic ran that break.
Yo, I this is why I had Denver as my favorite to repeat. I know everybody got the Lakers up there and the Phoenix Suns, Golden State. Obviously, we're gonna talk about Milwaukee, Dame, and Boston, the new look Celtics. Tell me, until y'all find an answer to stop that man named Joker, Nikola Jokic, it don't matter. The dude had 29 dog shot. Hang on, I got the stats right here. 12 of 22, 3 from 5 from 3-point line, 29 points, 13 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 10 defensive rebounds, 11 assists, and only 2 turnovers, plus 15 in the plus minus differential.
And this was all in the first half. I'm playing. I'm playing now, but that's how you know Jokic is really, and that's the one thing that I definitely took away from that whole game. No matter there's the difference from that last season and all season and maybe throughout the man's career, right? You can't slow him up. You can't slow him down. He's gonna keep playing at that same pace every single time and be super effective. Super effective. And it's ridiculous. And you know what makes it even 10 times better? That championship continuity that the team has now developed. Oh yeah, who's stopping them? After what they just did to the Lakers, there's nothing stopping them now.
And usually ring night is a night that you kind of figure out how that team plays. And they did lose pieces. They lost some people.
Bruce Brown.
But Bruce Brown. They lost the vet. I'm having a brain fart.
Oh, Jeff Green. They lost
Jeff Green. They lost Jeff Green, Bruce Brown, Jeff Green. But I was telling my man that he gonna see this. He know who he is. Is that they still got that core, bro. That core is still there. Aaron Gordon's still there. Jamal Murray's still there. KCP is still there. Michael Porter Jr., who's still there, who also had a good game. Aaron Gordon, I just mentioned. Murray, Jamal, Michael Porter Jr., Jokic, Reggie Jackson is still there. That team.
Even though he ain't get no burn in the playoffs really like that, but he was.
I expect him.
I think in the first round. I think in the first round he did, but not.
I expect him to get more minutes. I expect him to get more minutes this season.
Because Reggie can ball. Don't get it twisted. Reggie can ball.
Definitely ball. Reggie can.
All the matter of fact can ball. Well, maybe not DeAndre Jordan as much as he used to, but he got a ring. So I mean, he got a ring. So I thought about that too. He got one before Blake and Chris Paul.
Nasty work, but it's crazy. But no, it's for real. But the Denver Nuggets are still my favorites because of that. They proved it again Tuesday that we're still the team to beat. Until you find an answer to us, stop talking about everybody else and focus on us. And they could, and they might be going back to the finals.
Who's your daddy? Yeah, remember that?
It was
Who's your daddy?
I was
going crazy on him.
Wet. I said, excuse me. I was like,
I'm talking to my 2 Laker fans that I know right now in person. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I ain't gotta say y'all niggas. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
They got the timeline got pretty quiet Tuesday when the Lakers lost. All that hype. Couldn't find nobody. Don't find my uncle. Quiet.
Hey, man. But look, hey, hopefully they can bounce back against the Suns tonight and see what they could do. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, we would get our predictions onto tonight's game, but we'll probably do that for next time. We're gonna just let it play out. Still early in the season. Gonna see how these teams gonna be more formidable by the time that happens. But we're gonna.
You stay there?
Game Suns took a trip Golden State. What happened?
Nah, I thought I lost you for a sec. That's all.
Oh no! I mean, hey, hopefully my Wi-Fi isn't. It hasn't given up on me yet.
You got some lag, but we'll power through it.
Yeah, no, I see it already, man. It's for my people that know me and my Wi-Fi and that be on the game with me, yeah, I don't know why you would think anything else would be different. But
got about this man.
If we had to talk about the router, I can't even. I have bought my own personal router, bro, and that still don't work. It still don't work. It has not made anything better. You know what I'm saying? It's just everything is just connected to this Wi-Fi. Laptops, TVs, phones.
Oh, that's probably
refrigerators.
Refrigerator.
Bro, what's
crazy? That's
refrigerator connect to the Wi-Fi? Trust me, I disconnected it. Now I make sure it's off. What's the point of having Wi-Fi on the fridge? For what? Anyway, right?
Hey Siri, let me look inside the fridge.
Yo, like for real. And the thing, all right, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about my fridge, right? Yo, the thing be singing to me. If I ain't close that mother all the way, right? That thing gonna start beep, beep, beep.
Oh, it do that? Oh, it do that? Oh, nah.
Yeah. Nah, I'm like, bro, who got this refrigerator? I don't like it.
Nah,
why can't we get something simple that just open and close?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's ridiculous. Right. Anything. Speaking about opening and closing.
Yep. Go ahead.
We're gonna go right into the second game that happened that same night, right after the Lakers and Nuggets game. The Phoenix Suns took a trip up to Golden State, and they're gonna look at the new look Suns versus the new look Golden State Warriors. Now, in this game, we had no Bradley Beal, we had no Damian Lee, and we had no Draymond Green, who was also ruled out with the ankle.
They all got ruled out on that same day.
Yes, and it was crazy. You know, the one that hurt me the most was Bradley Beal because I was looking so much to see it. I was looking forward to it. Looking so much for. I hurt my boys. What's it called? I heard his fantasy. I'm in a fantasy league as well, so that hurt his fantasy. I was ecstatic because they had Devin Booker day to day, and that boy, you already know what he did. You already know what he did. You already know what that boy did. He did his thing. You know what I mean? He did his thing. But yo. Final score from the game was pretty close. It was 108 to 104. With Phoenix taking the win.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy. Let's you want to go over the stats with the ladies and gentlemen?
Dog, I'm looking at that for a quarter stat more than anything. They got outscored by 10, 28 to 18. I listen. I got Golden State up there as a top team in the West. But now I'm nervous. And I know it's early in the season, but I'm nervous because these dudes are old. They've been together for a long.
You talking about the core? You talking about the core that they've been
I'm talking about the core. Steph, Clay, Dre, and now you add Chris Paul. These are not young dudes. Chris Paul, God bless him, is on his last leg. This is probably the final run. If he don't win the ring, it's over. You got to retire, bro. You got nothing left to give. You got nothing left to prove to anybody. You're a Hall of Famer. A top 5 point guard all time. As for Clay, it's contract season for Clay. Like, this is his final year. Now,
but you know damn well they're not gonna let that boy leave.
They're not.
I don't care what happens this season. They did not let it. They let Clay go.
Okay, if you're Golden State, because this isn't Bob Myers with them no more. Bob Myers is now on ESPN. He working for them.
I was shocked. I was like, why is Bob Myers on ESPN? I think I seen that last night during the Knicks game. I'm like, why is he on ESPN right now?
We're going to talk about the Knicks too, but I was shocked by that as well because I didn't see it, but he did a great job. But again, Bob Myers is someone that looked like he would keep Clay. Like this new dude, I don't know. I mean,
he was willing to keep Jordan Poole over Draymond, low key.
That's true too. But it's like if you want to compete in the West, and the West is getting better and better each and every year. If you're going to compete, and the thing is about Golden State, every time you doubt them, they rise to the occasion and prove you wrong. So I'm hoping I'm wrong in this case. But it's like it's not looking good around. They look cooked. They look cooked. And again, that could be a testament that they didn't have Draymond, and who's also a defensive anchor as well. So they didn't have, and that hurt them a little bit. But right now, it's very questionable. Listen, can Clay have 15? He's got to bump that up a little bit. It's not bad, but he's got to bump that up, especially if you're looking for a new contract. When you look at Curry, he had 27. Okay, that's Steph. We expect that.
Yeah, Steph did Steph-like things. We already knew what Steph was going to bring to the table.
14. Oh, but he was 0 for 6 from the three-point line. That's terrible.
Nah, and it's crazy that you say that because he took so many late game shots at the end. Mm-hmm. Like I remember, we're looking like he took so many late game shots, but it was like they were forcing him to do that in a sense because like a great point that my boy brought up yesterday. Actually, he was saying how in the fourth quarter they were actually going at Chris Paul, like they were making him, but not literally directly at him. Like they were making him play force, like help defense, so they can kick it out to the other man because they know that he's not gonna be like they know Chris Paul. They know that what he's gonna. This is his old team. They know what he's gonna try to do. So they basically was kicking it out to like go let the man like drive baseline or not drive baseline straight up the middle, and then next Chris Paul come help baseline, right? He'll come help from the baseline, and then that's when they kick it out to the corner. Yeah. And then that's when they did that for 4 plays straight. And I could not 4, I'm sorry, at least 3 plays, right?
No, they was eating him alive. I didn't believe it. I know what you're talking about because they was eating him alive. Like, and it was just bad. It was bad. It was. I think
the last one was like was a 3 by Eric Gordon, and that's what really like, that sealed it.
And that's what I'm like. I think I don't know because Chris Paul has always been like a little bit of a defensive liability.
And I mean, now that he's older, before he wasn't really.
No, yeah, now that he's older, yeah. But like when he was talking like Prime PG was that dude. Prime PG had that dog in him. Oh, now it's like, your knees, your legs, your hamstrings, your calves. Like, Father Time is undefeated for a reason.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's really crappy. I'm not going to. I mean, LeBron, the only one that's trying to prove it. But
yeah, it's like, it's painful to watch, and I don't like to see my favorite players go down like that.
Hey man, look, I was rooting for him when he should have won. I feel like they could have won when they went against Milwaukee.
They could have won.
You don't understand. That was like the most torn NBA Finals I probably ever watched because I wanted Giannis to win, but then I really wanted Chris Paul to get that ring and Devin Booker. Oh my goodness!
I think I was rooting for Chris Paul at that time because I really wanted Chris Paul to get that ring. I was like, Giannis has time. Giannis is going to get another one or another chance at it.
You know,
Chris Paul. This might be Chris Paul's last. I said this might be Chris Paul's last chance.
Bro, I remember he said it last year when he got KD. It's kind of messed up because like you could probably pull up the footage at some point. When he said KD, he was like, "Yeah, this is probably my best chance to win a championship." What happened to them in the second round? They met by the Nuggets. They met Jokic.
I didn't even think he played. Did he play that? Because I thought he got hurt. That's Googleable. We're going to have to Google that.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Because he always get hurt in the playoffs.
But I don't think he got hurt last playoffs. I think he was like, oh wait, he could.
We're going to have to fact check that. But no, Denver just they cooked them. They tried, but they cooked them. They couldn't stop the Joker. The Joker was unstoppable. And Jamal Murray was Jamal Murray. I was just like, I remember that because I told my boy, that's when me and my boy got into an argument about that during that time. And I was like, I'd rather have the Denver squad than the Sixers squad. I think they're going to go farther than the Sixers. We're going to talk about the Sixers eventually as well.
Look, anybody will go farther than them damn Sixers. I'm sick of it. Aiden Lucky, I don't do N1 with him no more. I be lucky. Because I'm telling you, man, he used to really plead these stupid cases. The only case that ever made sense, and I still would argue with him about, kind of, sort of, was the Doc Rivers hire. And he was like, if it was up to me, Doc Rivers wouldn't have been the coach to start the season.
I would have still made that hire, but now looking back on it, it's looking at his tenure there. It's like, you didn't do much. You did not do much.
He couldn't do much. You had to deal with the whole Ben situation, and then you got come on, that's unfair. You had to deal with the Ben and Harden situation.
I'll give you the Ben situation. The Harden
situation. All right, that wasn't his fault. I feel like I'm not
excusing that. I'm not excusing that.
That's not on Doc. I'll tell you that right now. That's not on Doc. That's on James Harden.
I agree with that, but I also say Doc is not. I think Doc is an overrated coach.
Yeah, because just like the Celtics fans, they're gonna keep riding that one championship that they won.
Like the one championship that where y'all legit basically had a super team, of KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo. Like, y'all had a super team. Like, I think Doc is overrated as a coach. And I mean that respectfully. I really do. I think he's a Hall of Famer. But like it's like Mike McCarthy
I
the
think
Dallas
they probably
Cowboys.
used
Like,
him
yo,
more as a. Oh God, no. I know you guys didn't compare.
I'm not trying to
Doc
bring
and
it
Mike
up,
McCarthy.
but it's like, yo, I think, but that, yo, you remember, Kobe O'Brien, right? You know Kobe Bryant, right?
Yes, I know. That's my boy.
That's
Shout
like
out
my
to
big.
Kobe.
He'll be a guest on the show one day too. But Kobe said, like, yo, Doc Rivers is like the Mike McCarthy of the NBA. You got that one championship that everybody thought put you in that great status, but it's like, yo, you had a great player.
I ain't gonna lie, that definitely sound like a Kobe analogy right there.
It is. It's bar for bar what Kobe said, and I was like, yo, that actually makes sense. Because Doc has blown more 3-1 leads than anybody in the NBA.
I understand that, but what they look at, but all right, but look, this is why they brought Doc in for most of these reasons, right? The only time that Doc was actually supposed to be a legit coach is when he was in Orlando. All right, that's the only time. Any other time, it was to bring stars together and to like fix some continuity, right? That's exactly why they shipped his butt off to LA to go fix the Clippers situation because Chris Paul and Blake Griffin was having some issues.
He did fix that. He did fix that, but he underachieved at the end of the day because when you got PG and Kawhi Leonard, you should have been at the finals or at least in the conference finals.
He did a better job coaching that team that beat that Warriors team in 2018 than he did his actual wait, was it 2018 they won?
I think it was 2018 or 2017. Remember, but I also remember he blew another 3-1 lead against Denver in the bubble.
I mean, that's unexcusable. I can't lie.
Like it's like that's Doc's like, and Doc is mad at that. It rightfully so. I get it because you keep bringing that up, I'm gonna get sensitive too. But like, yo, this is a fact. This is
it's a fact. Because they said Doc don't make adjustments. He don't make adjustments.
You don't, which is why that Boston series, and I got into an argument with my barber about this, is that, and I don't like defending the Sixers. I'm a Knicks fan, dog.
Man, how the hell did we even start talking about the Sixers in the first place?
True, we were supposed to talk about. No, we already know what the Warriors and KD going to do. It's the Warriors and the Suns. The Suns are going to look great. Bradley Beal's going to come back and look phenomenal. The Warriors hopefully will figure it out, but I think that core squad, they re-signed Draymond. They most likely will re-sign Clay and keep them together and have them retire and all that. I think that's going to be the plan. They're going to all retire together. Chris Paul, last leg. God bless him. If he don't win, it's time to hang up the sneakers and go hang up the sneakers like, yo, and just go start a podcast, my friend. Go start a podcast.
He could come join me if he will. He could come join us.
He could come join us. We would love to have Chris Paul, bro.
Hey, CP, we got your spot right here, my boy.
Come join us.
Come join right here.
But there's nothing to talk about with that. Let's just move on to. We might as well just move on to the Sixers, bro, because they got some drama. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the beard, or do you want to start with the troll?
If I start with the troll, bro, I'm gonna go on a tangent. So let's talk about the damn beard? James Harden situation. Yeah, let's talk about the beard situation right now. So
you about to say you want to lead into this because I'm cracking jokes.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to give the little background to this, right? So for the people out there that do follow the NBA and for you kind of do know what's going on with James Harden. And for those that don't, I will be here to elaborate it. So James Harden, during the offseason, went on a couple tangents about how he was betrayed by his GM, Daryl Morey. Mm-hmm. Now, if you don't know who Daryl Morey is, this was his GM back in when Harden was in Houston with the Houston Rockets, going stupid and literally did everything and anything to help that man, James Harden, win. As you can see, when they missed 27 straight threes, back in 2019. And then their last stint was probably when he got Russell Westbrook on the team.
I think it was 2019 when they because they lost to Golden State.
They lost to Golden State, but I'm trying to remember. I don't know if that was the 2018 year run or that was the 2019 year run.
It might have been a 2018.
It might be the 2018. Yeah, it might be 2018.
I think Chris Paul got shipped out after that because after that they brought in Westbrook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they brought in Westbrook after that.
That was that 2018 run.
Yeah, damn. And then their last stint with them was with Russell Westbrook. But how did Russell get to the team? Through Daryl Morey. Now, at the time when that messed up, right?
James Harden wanted him.
Oh, yeah, trust me, he wanted a lot of stuff, right? So within James Harden wanted a lot of stuff, right?
That's a fact.
Daryl Morey left, right? Daryl Morey left to go to take another job.
No, Daryl Morey got fired. Daryl Morey got fired. Daryl Morey got fired, but Daryl Morey got fired by Tim and Batista.
But I could have sworn they were saying there was some rumblings about him leaving regardless.
All right, so fine. He left of his own volition. Air quotes. He left, but technically he was going to get fired.
He ain't there no more.
Yeah, exactly. It don't matter. Get your butt out of here.
He ain't there no more. So they shipped his butt off to Philly to go take another job, right? As another GM job, and left Harden just where he was, right? Now to fast forward a little bit, Harden forced his way out of Houston to go to Brooklyn because they wouldn't send him directly to Philly because they didn't want him to go be with Daryl Morey.
Yeah, they didn't want him to link up with Daryl Morey.
Exactly, right? So now they send his butt off to Brooklyn. He does his thing in Brooklyn and then gets himself traded out of Brooklyn, right? To go to Philly where
that's a whole nother situation too.
I don't even want to get into that because there was 3 big stars over there. Oh yeah, let me just get this off. Brooklyn Nets, my fans, not the actual organization itself, to the fans that love the Brooklyn Nets. Poverty franchise, okay? Remember all that talk y'all doing? Oh, KD didn't sign because y'all would have given him. He didn't even do nothing for y'all. Nothing. And I'm still standing on that to this day because who do you get in regards to that? You got Mikal Bridges and you got some Ben Simmons, and then you got who else did you get? Cam Johnson. That's it.
Go. I said it because I said that too. That was a waste of a big 3.
A waste. It's probably the worst big 3 that you could potentially. Well, maybe not the worst, but
it potential might be up there.
Where y'all supposed to be.
No, sidebar. It might be up there. Was the worst big 3 ever. Because we had a discussion about that in the group chat when that happened, like which was worse. And the only one I could probably think of was Dwight, Nash, and Kobe.
That was terrible too.
But the thing is, Nash and Kobe, they were old. But they were old at that point. That's why.
Yeah. Okay.
These were 3 individuals in a prime.
First of all, this one really supposed to be Dwight Howard that helped lead that helm just as much with Kobe. But Dwight fumbled. Nash tore his ACL like early in the season, so he was done up. And so it was really just Kobe and then
it was old. It was old at that point. They was cooked.
Right.
With Dwight, minus Dwight, but everybody else was cooked and Dwight was all over the place.
That actually no, then you're absolutely right. Brooklyn, you are terrible for that. You got James Harden, you got Kyrie Irving, and you got Kevin freaking Durant. You got KD before you got Kyrie and James Harden.
1 playoff series won.
And I understand, right? And this is the thing that they're gonna ride on forever. Oh, if KD foot was on the look, I get it, but it was on the line, bro. It was on the line, and then you had another year after that to try to get it together, and look what happened. You traded everything. Everything went away.
Who was the first?
James Harden went first.
Yeah, James Harden went first. Okay.
I remember. I think that was before they still kept KD and Kyrie on the same team.
Yeah,
and then the following season, which would be
Ben Simmons, and that was the end of that big 3, that era. They hyped up that KD, Ben Simmons, and Kyrie's big 3 like it was the second coming of Jesus. They barely lasted a half a season.
You got Kyrie telling Ben on the court, "Shoot it, Ben!" Like, come on, like. I'm just saying
he only had like 10 points in the season opener. So,
hey man, look, I'll shout out to Ben Simmons though. Hopefully he gets his mess together. And actually, I do like him for the Nets. Don't get it twisted. I do like him for the Nets.
No, he's a good piece for them.
I just hope that he gets back to actually really playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? But to go back to Brooklyn's standpoint, poverty, the worst big 3 out. Don't ever compare yourself to the Knicks ever again. First of all, when y'all get some championships, then that's when you can talk, okay? Because y'all forget, we still got 2. Y'all don't have anything. Nothing. What do you have? Jersey? Y'all was better when y'all was in Jersey.
Granted, they did make the finals.
At least I went to the finals in Jersey.
Exactly. Like, that's what, hang on. I'm saying that as a Knicks fan, they didn't make a finals like in, I think, 03, 02, I want to say. So they lost to Shaq in them. It was 03. I think, was it 03?
Bro, this year, man, we in 2023, right?
Yeah, it's been 20 years, basically.
It's been 20 years.
But the Knicks haven't won. Stromer, we weren't alive when the Knicks won the championship or even been to the finals.
Hey, look, but I was alive to listen to that man Walt Frazier call that game. At least that's history I'm looking at. So I count it. I'm going to count it somehow, some way.
I'm not allowing that. As a Knicks fan, even I'm not allowing that. But James Harden.
Oh, yeah.
The drama in Philly.
Yes, to finish the story within that, he got to his man eventually in Philly, right? So once James Harden got to Philly, he was doing his thing, right? He got there half a season, and then the following year, which would be last season, he was there for a whole entire season. Now, with him being there for this whole entire season, there was expectations of James Harden to perform, right? Then James Harden did not perform as much as that people would want him to. They saw the flashes of him being there because people were just going off, oh, he needs to be Houston Harden, but he didn't need to be that, right? He just needed to be that, and which was effective a little bit.
He just needed to be a 15 to 20 guy and help out Joel Embiid. That was he just needed to be 15 to 20, help out Joel Embiid. He couldn't do that.
He couldn't do that at all.
And he choked in the playoffs, which is nothing new. It's who he is. He choked in the playoffs. Now after that season is over, they lose game 7. They will 3-2 on Boston. They lose 2 straight. Get blitzed in Boston, ran out the gym to the point. I think the Sixers media team posted it was a good run, that it was a good season clip art at the start of the third quarter. The game was over by then. We go into the offseason. Contract.
Daryl Morey became a liar.
Hang on. James Harden wants a new contract. Reports coming out that, Daryl Morey and James Harden not seeing eye to eye on this new contract. And then on one, I guess, professional sneaker deal tour in China, James Harden basically says, Daryl Morey, you is a liar. Hang on. Let me repeat it again. Just so everybody, and this is a direct quote from James Harden. Let me repeat again. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I never want to play for his team ever again. And now, here we are. James Harden does not show up for the preseason. James Harden didn't show up for practice. And as of, I would say, Wednesday, he did come back to the Sixers facility, which is in Camden. The team.
But what did they tell him?
Stay your ass in Camden. I know we PG-13, but they said stay your ass in Camden. There was a joke online that said somebody said that he realized stripper money ain't free. Had me crying. That's what had me crying, because that's true. James Harden loved the strip club, but they said stay your butt in Camden. Do not travel with us. So as of right now, as of 8:04 p.m. Eastern time, as the 76ers are playing against the Milwaukee Bucks, got to be down 3, as it is a 30-23 score, James Harden is not there. James Harden is not on the bench. James Harden is not in Milwaukee. He's not going to be in Canada for the Toronto game. They said the sooner he is in a Sixers uniform will be in the home opener, I believe, which is Saturday against the Blazers. And a lot of people are speculating that, he not going to be in a Sixers uniform, period. And he won't even have the Sixers name attached to his name come, I'll say, next week. The trading rumors are all over the place. And I can tell you right now, Woj reported this yesterday. Clippers don't want him. They backed out.
Yeah, I've seen that. They really backed out of the deal. So now that puts a question in my mind, and then you guys can also attest to this as well. Who gonna take James Harden? You know what I'm saying? Because the Clippers were the front runners, and then the Blazers, before they got rid of Dame, they were kind of willing to do a little bit of something in order to try to make that happen.
They don't want him either because they in the rebuild. He was going to go back. Houston was also in the front run before all of his mess popped off.
I don't know what happened to Houston though. What did they back out, or did
they backed out too? Because James reported was that James wanted to go back to being scoring champion James, like the MVP James, or old Houston James. Ime Udoka said, "Nah, we're not doing that. We got a young core. We got Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, and we got the twin Thompson." And we was
Amen Thompson.
It's Amen Thompson. I couldn't remember which Thompson brother.
Yeah, I think Asor went to with the Detroit.
Yeah, it's Detroit. Amen. They say, we're Amen Thompson. So we like, nah, we building something here. We team oriented. I think Houston's gonna be good in the coming years. Because I like Ime Udoka. I think he's a really great coach, but that's a sidebar. That's a conversation for a different day. But as of right now, Houston's not in the front runner. There's one team that's in the front, but even they don't want to be in the front.
Who's that?
That's the Miami Heat.
Oh God, no. You know damn well
exactly.
That's not gonna happen. You know damn well that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. But if you're the Miami Heat, what other choice do you have? You
not to trade for them.
You're not. This is where it gets difficult too with James and Daryl Morey in the Sixers situation. But first, they had the worst offseason in the entire NBA. They lost basically everything. They didn't gain nothing. They lost their starting backcourt with Gabe Vincent and Max Strus, and then they lost Strus. Thank you, Max Strus, and then they lost out on Dame. So they have nothing. And Gilbert Arenas mentioned this too on his podcast that they need a superstar.
Yes.
And listen, James is a lot. He's a pain in the you know what. But
Miami gonna get him right.
Exactly. If there's one team and one person that can reel that man in and keep him straight, it's Pat Riley. Pat Riley don't play those games.
Riley don't play those games. Situation for him too. They got all the strippers that you want in Miami.
Exactly. All the rappers be in Miami too. Little baby be in Miami.
He gonna see him. Ain't right. It's not that far from Georgia either. He right up the street. It's right up the street.
Rick Ross all in Miami. Everybody in Miami, bro. So it's the perfect situation for you, for the basketball team, and for your personality in terms of like, yo, you going to the clubs and all that.
What if this actually might be the one time that what if this could go completely left, and then like James Harden really like end up like being such a deterrent in the Miami Heat situation, organization that like. I highly doubt it will ever happen. That makes Pat Riley want to retire because Pat Riley is old.
Pat Riley,
you know what I'm saying? So dealing with a situation
James Harden would be either James Harden would be the most hated or beloved person in the world if he makes Pat Riley retire, bro. It would be like the greatest accomplishment ever.
That would be, I don't even know how I would feel about that. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm just saying there's always that possibility, right? But my friends keep trying to tell me, Shomer, you need to start thinking more positive. That's a negative connotation.
You do. I agree. You do need to think more positive. Like that's why I'm here. I'm a positive individual. I look on the bright side of stuff.
Hey man, look, I'm not saying I'm a negative, but hey, you gotta always think about the what if factor. All right,
there is the what if. But so if the what if factor is like right now, if you're Daryl Morey, you're trying to get something for James. But at this point, the relationship is so soured, and the team has seen it. It's like, dog, you can't even you're about to get off-brand stuff for James.
He called the man a liar in 2 different countries. I just want to put that out
there. That's a fact, too. But
he called the man a liar.
And I'll give James some bell. If Daryl Morey promised you a contract, and Daryl Morey's been your man since Houston, who's given you everything you ever wanted. Mm-hmm. Like this man has been Santa Claus for you. Even when you was naughty, he gave you everything. So I'm on. It's about to be the holidays. It was the first thing that came to my head. It's about to be the holidays.
Yeah. It's too. It hasn't even been Halloween yet.
The Christmas trees are all up in Macy's already.
Bro, I was at work today just scanning a whole bunch of. Let me chill for people find out where I work at. But just know how to deal with a whole bunch of Christmas items, and I came home in glitter, bro, full of glitter.
Exactly. Nobody care about Thanksgiving, Halloween no more. It's Christmas now.
Oh, I saw the big plates too. I forgot this lady. She had this big old plate. I'm like, okay, I see what you about to get into. You ready? Prepared.
That's about to be November this week. Next week. So let's back to this. It's like I don't know what you get for James. I really don't. James has really hurt his stock. Daryl Morey's not looking good. And we might as well move into the troll, Joel Embiid, because rumor just came out now. I think I was yesterday too, or even earlier today that
I seen that this morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this morning. And like it was on Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report came out and said, I don't know if it was Chris Hines that reported or not. I'm not sure. Maybe Shams, but they reported that. Is it Shams?
I think it's Shams. Yeah, I think it was Shams.
I keep calling him Shams for whatever reason. I don't know why. I can't. I'm good. I'm terrible with names.
Trust me.
But Shams reported that either Chris Hines or Shams reported that the East is really all the Sixers rivals, which is basically everybody that's not named Milwaukee and Boston, are keeping a very close attention to this Joel situation because I think the clock is ticking for the Sixers. It's only a matter of time before Joel says, "Get me out of here, bro. I'm done."
But the Knicks, though,
the Knicks got the most. I think that the Knicks got the most to offer. That's the thing. They got 11 draft picks over the next 7 years. If you're the Sixers,
yeah, because I remember we got like 3 or 5 of them one year with maybe I think it was the Cade Cunningham draft.
Yeah.
And they traded the Oklahoma City traded for our pick. And I'm like, that was OD. Why did we just get so many picks out of nowhere?
But this is the reason now, because since free agency hasn't really been working for the Knicks outside of Jalen Brunson, which has been the biggest
fine for it. We still got fined for it and took a draft pick taken away from that.
Yes, I think that was unfair though, but it is what it is. But since Jalen Brunson's been the best signee since forever for the Knicks. So it's like,
since Melo. I say he's probably the best signing since Melo.
That's the thing. We trade. That's the irony of it. We traded for Melo. We didn't sign Melo. We traded for Melo. So the only time we usually get big superstars is when we trade for them instead of free agency, where it's like I get you say it's relatively cheaper because you don't gotta give away your draft picks and etc. So it's like,
but I think we're gonna.
Now they also said they targeting Cat, that the Knicks are favoring Cat more than Joel.
Look, shout out to Jersey and shout out to Cat, but hell no.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. I don't know if I want Joel to be the Cat.
I don't want neither. I'll tell you the truth. I don't want neither. The reason why I don't want neither, bro, there's a risk with. Okay, let me say this. There's
positive and negative. Let's start with the pros for each player. Let's start with the pros of each player.
Okay. So the pros that will come with them. We finally get a big.
Yes, you do Joel. I'll do Cat because they're pros and negatives with both of them.
All right. So I'll start with Joel, right? Because you said you want me to do Joel.
Yeah, do Joel.
Okay, right. So the positives with Joel, right? We got an MVP. Cool. We finally got a nice, solid big. Shout out to Mitch and shout out to Julius Randle, but
that ain't Joel Embiid.
You know what I'm saying? You're not Joel. Okay, Joel Embiid is a very versatile. He's a versatile big man. We know what Joel Embiid can bring to the table. Defensively, that's gonna put he's gonna be the anchor of our defense. Our defense is gonna go up so much, it's gonna be ridiculous. Now, the only thing I will say is, right, if we trade for Joel Embiid, we cannot give up Mitchell Robinson. The reason why I say that is because
that was in the report, though. That was in the report. It was 2 first-rounders. Mitchell Robertson, and I think Quentin Grimes.
Oh no!
I didn't want to give up Quentin Grimes either. I don't want to give up Quentin Grimes, but I feel like we're going.
I'll give up Deuce. Take Deuce McBride. Take Deuce.
They're not
take Deuce.
They're not taking him. I'd rather give up Quentin Grimes than quickly. That's the thing.
Yeah, I will say.
You gonna have to give up one of them, and I'm not giving up quickly.
I'm not giving up quickly.
Nope. Not like quickly.
So I refuse to give up quickly. The man dropped 24 last night. I ain't
exactly. Like quickly is developing to a very, very good player. It's like he's the New York version of Tyrese Maxey right now. He's developing really good, and I'm not getting rid of him. Let that man continue to develop.
Guards, bro. Them Kentucky guards are built different. Malik Monk, De'Aaron Fox. Who else is it? Rajon Rondo was who else was Jamal Murray. Look at these Kentucky guards. Emmanuel Quickly.
The Kentucky guards are built different. That's why I don't want to give that up. But when you look at Cat, good big man, outside, good big man, good big man that can shoot the ball relatively better than Cat. I'll say Cat probably a better shooter.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Good,
more efficient. I'll say he's probably more. I think they both,
relatively good defensively. He can play longer minutes than Joel. Because I said relatively. That's why I said relatively. I ain't say great. I said relatively. We're gonna have to count. That's why I said relatively. It ain't perfect. Okay. But he also is getting coached by Tom Thibodeau, someone who coached him. Thompson versus Joel. Joel, and plus there's another thing. Joel can't play long minutes. He can't because of his injuries. Cat don't really got a long injury. Like the Cat injuries are not Joel Embiid's injuries. So that means Cat could go a little bit longer. And you get somebody to help out Brunson. And if we keep Randall, which is a 50-50, I don't know. Some people say we're going to have to trade Randall to get one of the...
I think we should keep Randall, because if we keep Randall, that means we're going to have to get rid of RJ.
Exactly. And you can't keep both to get the superstar unless somebody's a super sucker.
And I ain't going to hold you like I'm really torn.
Pause. That's a pause.
Crazy. I ain't going to hold you.
That's a pause.
Super Sucker. I'm going to keep that too.
That might be the title of the episode, Super Sucker. Hold up.
What?
Like, come on, man. Nah.
I don't got all the sound effects yet. I don't got all the sound bites yet. But that.
Hey
that's
Josh, I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna have to add you to this thing. I got this book between me and my friends of the stuff that we be saying. I'm not gonna say the kind of stuff, but we be saying some real bad stuff. Okay, I'm gonna add you to the book. I'm gonna just let you know that right now. He's super stuck. God. What? Okay. Anyway,
yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Right. So we're gonna all right. If you really had to, like, all right. If you were the GM, okay, you take in and you had the opportunity to do it. Let's say we got the assets to do it, right? Even though we kind of do it. Let's say we do, right? Let's say we actually do, and we're about to make the trade tomorrow. Are you going to make the trade for Embiid?
I know
or are you going to make the trade for Karl Anthony Towns, right?
I knew you was going to ask me this. I really thought about this all day, especially with the report. I was like, I feel part of me says Cat because I feel like Cat durability is less in question than Joel Embiid's durability, you know?
Yeah.
And the thing is, because Thibodeau will play you long minutes, dude.
But you see what he did to my man Jew last year. You see what happened to Jew?
That's the thing. Jalen Brunson played almost a full game in the playoffs. Like, Thibodeau will run you into the ground to get the dub. I respect it, but it's like, yo, with dudes who got injury history, that is not good.
Bro, he ruins some type of careers like that. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's the sole reason what happened to Derrick Rose. But
Derrick Rose that was injury on top of injuries. But I feel like I'm not gonna blame him for that either. But that's why he got it on. But hang on, that's why Tibb got fired from Chicago too, because he also his coaching style wasn't working, and it's question marks on Thibodeau staying after the season as well. That the Knicks could go out there another coach. I don't know who. Personally, I would prefer Mark Jackson, but he seems like he's gonna stick to the booth. But
if he get back to the booth, I mean, you heard about the other contract he was gonna get, right?
What other contract? I thought he signed with MSG for because Clyde Frazier didn't want to do home games no more. I mean, not road games.
You lie. He ain't about to do that.
Yeah, Clyde Frazier said I'm not gonna be doing road.
I know Clyde about to retire, but Mark Jackson taking his thing.
Yeah. That was what I heard. Because Jeff Van Gundy and both of them got booted from ESPN. So a lot of people were saying they was going to get the ESPN jump. Not the ESPN, the MSG for New York.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not going to say who my source was, but this probably could be fake news. But they were saying Mark Jackson was not funny. But they were saying Mark Jackson was getting offered a couple $1 million contract to do play-by-play for an adult company.
Nah.
Yeah. Imagine, Mama, they're going to.
Nah. Moving on. Upstairs, I'm taking a shit. I'm taking the wheel, and I'm driving us back.
No, that's what I'm saying. It could be fake news. It could be fake news. You're right. Let's
get
that
ball sack sports.
Could be.
Back to your original question. I think I would say Cat, but the thing about Cat, and this is the negative about Cat, I don't know if Cat wants it.
Well, wants what? To be in New York?
I'm not in New York. I don't know if he wants to win. That's the thing. Because a lot that's been the thing about Cat. A lot of people say is that he doesn't seem like he wants to win. He cares more about the money than I'm not knocking at it. You want to build generational wealth for your family, and he's obviously won in life. If you've seen his fiance and wife, he's won at life. So it's like, do you want it? And King also another negative. We got taking the media account for this. New York media is not the same as Minnesota media. New York media is a different animal. So can you be able to take that? That criticism is different than Minnesota.
Well, he is around from Jersey. Well, he originally from Dominican Republic, but then he
was raised in Jersey, wasn't
he? Yeah, it was like literally down the street, Piscataway. Like literally, I'm like so close to Piscataway, it's not even funny. But I remember my boy even saw his dad at some some like breakfast spot. It was crazy. I was like, wow, he saw Cat's dad. My friend is actually good friends with Karl Anthony Towns. So that's actually,
get him on the
pod. Bro, even I tell him he definitely gonna get on the pod. But I even tell him all the time, I'm like, look, Cat needs to step up. Cat's team is not that good. Like, even if we told him, because he's a Wolves fan because of Cat, and he's a Lakers fan. So I even told him, I'm like, look, bro, even if he do lose Cat and he come to the Knicks, I personally don't want him because I know what he gonna do. You see what he do for Minnesota? What's gonna be the difference?
Is that the
coming
thing
into
because the Minnesota starting to lose faith in him too, and he's lost and he doesn't care anymore?
the
Because
day
now
that
it seems
they
like
drafted
Minnesota.
Anthony
Now
Edwards?
I'm about to say I think that's why. I think that Minnesota's starting. That's when Minnesota gave up on Cat. Well, now I'm not gonna say that because they thought they could pair up together and kind of be like a Shaq and Kobe. And
They
I'm
saw
not
the ascension of Anthony Edwards, and they already knew who was the better player.
That's why they're about to start building. That's why they kept rumors of Cat being traded. They're about to start building around Anthony Edwards, which they should have been doing, honestly.
But it sucks though because they never should have traded for Rudy Gobert. If that's the point, think about it. They never should have traded for Rudy Gobert. Now you gotta trade Cat because you're not gonna trade Rudy Gobert. Nobody in the world gonna take that damned contract. And then you got Cat, who's already got. I think he got a 5-year. He got a supermax. He got a 5-year supermax.
He does have a supermax.
So he can go literally anywhere he wants. I mean, not literally anywhere he wants to, but like he has more leeway to get traded because I think he's in his 3rd year of his max or his 2nd year.
It's because he signed a 4-year deal, $224 million, which was the supermax contract extension.
Oh, so it was 4. I thought it was 5. Okay.
I think this is the 4th year, or I think we're probably on a 4th year or 3rd year now.
So how long is the contract? It's 4 years, right?
4 years.
Okay, so
I'm trying to get the date. This was July 2022.
Oh, so he only going into his 2nd year.
Yeah, so this is
really second. Yeah, okay. So now I see why it's more of a trade asset, but still, it's tradable. But
actually, I'm wrong. He signed it back in 2018. I hate when they tell you that. They always say the date of the article, but not the actual. Yeah, it said. Yeah, no, I guess he didn't.
So what's his current?
Yes. It's right here. It says right here. However, he signed a 4-year, $224 million supermax extension with the Wolves back in July 2022.
Oh snap! So he about to really about to go into the 2nd year of that contract.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be a team that's gonna be willing to take that. Now, will it be the Knicks?
It might be the Knicks.
No.
I think it might be the Knicks.
No. Didn't we just trade? No, because they might end up doing it. They might end up doing it.
I think they're going to do it. I'm trying to tell you that the Knicks need a superstar.
We're not gonna have RJ. We going no. Julius Randle gonna stay on the team. RJ's gone.
I told you. I said I predicted this.
Oh my
God. I predicted this. I said, when the trade rumors came up that they was gonna be going for a superstar, I said it's gonna be either RJ or Julius Randle that's about to get shipped off. And a part of me felt like if they go after Joel Embiid, they're gonna be able to keep RJ. If they go, that's the thing. If they go after Joel Embiid, they can keep RJ because I think the Sixers will take Julius Randle. If they go after Cat, the Sixers going the Timberwolves are going to ask for RJ to pair up with Anthony Edwards. This is what's going to happen. One of the two is going to have to go.
This is so nasty. I don't like this.
I don't know. And I personally, I would keep RJ over Randle. But because Randle, oh my God.
You gonna keep RJ over Randle?
You will keep Randle over RJ?
The only reason why I will freaking keep RJ is because he said oh my gosh, I'm a Knick. Look at me, I'm a Knick. That's the only reason why I'm gonna keep you. The only reason.
You believe that? You believe that? I don't believe that cat they be saying on draft night. I don't believe that.
I believe it. I believe it. Bro, let me be a sucker because nobody else wanted to come play for us. Think about it when we was going through around that time. We had Julius Randle was the only free agent that came and saved us. The only one.
He did save us. He brought us back to relevancy, but Jalen Brunson fixed it. Brunson did the rest. I don't know. But here's the thing, especially that's probably akin to the Celtics defense.
This got to be our last point on this because we've been talking about. We're gonna go all day on this.
Yes, but we might as well move on to the Celtics. Like Randle didn't have the best game, and again, that could be attested to. He's going up against the best pipe. This will probably be the #1 ranked defense as the season progresses in the Boston Celtics.
Okay, matter of fact, no. Let's talk about it. So let's segue towards it right now, since we're on the topic of the Knicks, right? But the Celtics and the Knicks took. Oh my God, I don't even. This game made me so. All right, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, my brother, he's also a Celtics fan as well. So we were both watching this game, just like you know what I'm saying. Josh is also a Knicks fan. If you haven't noticed by now, you know what I'm saying. I'm also a Knicks fan myself. Okay, he got the damn jersey on. I had my hoodie on, but my hoodie was gonna it's actually right there. But that's probably why we lost last night because it was dirty. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even mad. You know what's crazy? This is the last thing I'm gonna say about this, right? I got my brother a damn jersey for every damn team he likes. The freaking Patriots, the damn Boston Red Sox, and the damn Celtics, right? I got him a freaking Paul Pierce jersey, right? Guess who the man gonna get me for my damn birthday? I didn't even accept the damn gift.
What?
Porzingis.
Yo,
he wasn't even on the team no more at that point, man.
Wait. I'm glad you said that because as I was watching the game and he was cooking, Porzingis was cooking us.
Bro, Porzingis
30. The most points a Celtics ever had in a debut. The second was Dominique Wilkins back in '94, I think. I didn't even know Dominique Wilkins played for the Celtics.
Celtics. That's a great stat right there because I didn't even know the man even wore green. I thought he was just
red.
I
found that out on Scott Van Pelt Sports Center. I didn't even know that. I was like, wow. Because all I associate Dominique Wilkins is Atlanta Hawks. But when I watched that, I was like, you ever saw Avengers Endgame in like the first act when they killed off Thanos?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why the heck is this playing? I'm sorry. I hate when ESPN does that. Every time you go to a new thing, they just automatically play advertisement. But what was it? Thanos. So when Thanos was looking at Nebula and he was like, maybe I was too hard on you. That's immediately what I thought about Porzingis. I was like, maybe we was too hard on him.
They were. Bro, they booed a man on draft night. This man, it got to a point where the man said, I'm going to literally go back and play for my other country if I don't get traded.
Well, then again, hang on. That was the Phil Jackson era of the Knicks. I don't blame him.
And I don't blame him for wanting to leave because that era pissed me off too.
That was the dark ages. That was the dark ages, what I like to call it. That was the dark ages. It was a so sad, bro. Very, very sad time to be a Knicks fan. And I was very sad. I was very sad and depressed. But we're through it.
I think we won 11 or 12 games or 13 games that year. That was sad, but it is.
We made it through it. We made it through it. We're back. People like us. We're back to
people like us.
We're back to our winning ways. Actually, we take the back. People hate us now. They liked us because we were miserable. They hate us now that because we're back to our winning ways.
And they know that the NBA is in better hands when the Knicks is winning. It's a proven fact. It's a proven fact. Why do you think the NBA is so good right now? Because the Knicks are freaking winning. Okay, they're actually good. When the Knicks are good, we do great. Except for last night. But
because I love the Boston and Celtics. I love the Boston Celtics and New York Knicks matchup. They always play hard. They always go at it. I think that's going to be a great playoff.
On opening night, they always be going crazy.
Exactly. Like they step up, and I think this will be a great series. I actually wanted to play them last year in the playoffs. Not last year, but in this past playoffs, I wanted to play them.
We could have seen them in the conference finals. We could have really. If we would have beat the Heat, we would have seen them in the conference finals.
Exactly. And I think we could have knocked them off. It's a crazy take, but I think we could have knocked them off. At least took them 7 games.
And then got smoked in the finals. I'm just saying.
Exactly. I'm fine. We would have beat the Celtics. But the thing is that, all right, I got some stats right here. 3-point percentage for the Knicks.
Oh, by the way, what was the final score last night of the game?
108-104. The Celtics, I believe this was the final stat in the last couple minutes of the game where they went on like an 11-0 run. They couldn't, Jalen Brunson couldn't buy a bucket to save his life. Yeah. They had this man on clamp. Him, Julius Randle, they could. This is why I say they're gonna be the number 1 ranked defense. Because now you got Tatum, Brown, who didn't have the best game yesterday either. Jalen Brown didn't have the best
Brown, he really didn't.
Porzingis was looking like a block master, like giving a master class on blocking. He had how many blocks did he have? He had 4 blocks. Tatum had 34 points. Porzingis had 30 points, and then you got Drew Holiday, who was not going to score everything. Who's not going to be
in a calm 9. That man had 3 blocks himself. He has just as many as Porzingis.
Exactly. Because his only mission out there is give me their best player. I'm putting them handcuffs on him. And that's what he did. So Jalen Brunson, who I got stats right here, 6 for 21. I tweeted this out. I say, yo, Brunson got to get something going in order to win this game. When you look at Randall, 5 for 22. RJ Barrett, 8 for 20. Like, they had a bad night because they were going up probably against the best defense. I'm sorry. They were going up against the best defense in Boston. Like, they had defense. Jason Tatum knows how to play defense. Jaylen Brown knows how to play defense. Porzingis knows a little defense.
I thought JC was going for 40. Not going to hold you.
Exactly. Me too. I think he's going to be. I think he's going to win the MVP. But that's a conversation for another day. But
that was my consensus from the end of the game too. I was like, this man might be going for MVP this year.
But Andrew Holiday is the best defensive player, underrated player because he doesn't always put up a lot of points. But you want to talk about defense, dog?
Man, had 3-4 blocks. Like
that's why I'm like, yo,
with that as a guard.
That's why I'm like, yo, I know everybody talking about Milwaukee, but I think Boston might got the. I think Boston really got the edge on them. And they lost. They lost a lot. They lost a lot, but they recovered just fine.
I mean, what's Milwaukee looking like right now?
This commercial break on my television. I don't got the score up, but
got you.
They gonna beat the brakes off the Sixers.
Well,
it's 55-37.
Yeah, I just looked at it. That's kind of max. Now I think about it. Woo. And they in Milwaukee. Woo.
Yeah, they gonna beat the Sixers is gonna have a rough season until they figure out the James Harden situation. And then I don't know if they can currently I got the Knicks as the third best team in the East, even though they lost to Boston. A lot of people do because everyone else has question marks. And I know our man Aiden Butler, who's gonna be on a guest on the show one of these days, has Indiana, has a high favorite Indiana. Indiana did look good with Tyrese Halliburton. They scored 148 points. I think most in franchise history.
Hey, just because of that, he better not go back on N1 talking crazy. Saying
you're gonna talk crazy. You can find N1 every Monday 6 p.m. on all your on all your podcast listening platforms. But he's gonna talk mad crazy about it because he's big on Indiana. Even though he's a Sixers fan, he's very big on this Indiana Pacers squad this year.
I hope they break his heart. I hope they break the Sixers' heart at least because, bro, I don't know why you even Anyway, let me give you my consensus that I got from this game, right? So my consensus, it wasn't nothing too big, but it was like there's lots of new additions for these teams, every year when the season starts. And then both teams, they had the same amount of free throw attempts, but the Celtics were more efficient.
They missed 11 free throws. I'm talking about the Knicks. They missed 11 free throws. I was pissed.
You want to know that? I'm gonna tell you the percentages right now. Bro, they had shot 84%. 84.6% from the free throw, right? We shot 53%. Mind you,
14-26.
Ladies and gentlemen, we had the same amount of free throw attempts at 26. We made 14. And then not only that, right? You know what also baffles me about this loss? We shot better from 3 than we did from the field.
37% from the field versus 48 for the Celtics. But that's where they killed us. That's where they killed us. They got into the paint. Quentin Grimes, God bless him. Emmanuel Quickly, God bless him. Even Josh Hart tried their best. And shout out the bench. The bench played phenomenally.
Yeah, I love the bench.
I'll tell you that the bench looks great for this team.
Yes. Isaiah Hartenstein. Well, you talking about the Celtics or are you talking about the Knicks?
The Knicks bench.
Okay, yeah, because Isaiah Hartenstein, I swear, if they ever put anything in any trade rumors for him, I'm gonna fight everybody in that organization.
I will
fight everybody in that organization.
I like Hartenstein. I like Hart. Obviously,
DiVincenzo got some more to prove to me. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that man put up a donut last night in 15 minutes.
I couldn't say his name, but I was like, that's one of the new Nova dudes that we picked up over the all season.
Dante DiVincenzo, you put up a donut last night, bro. You went 0 for 4 from the field. You went 0 for 3 from the 3 line. You didn't even get fouled. Okay, I'll give you the 2 assists. You knew how to pass. You did that right. But what did Golden State really teach you? If you went 0 for 3, huh? Everybody that's supposed to leave Golden State became at least a legit 3-point threat, except you. But you know what? I'm gonna give you a chance because this is only your first game, and we gotta eventually move on. But then y'all got another chance. Okay, we gotta move on. Because we got one more game to talk about before we slide up out of here. But the Knicks, y'all know what y'all need to improve on, man. Y'all got to.
Fact. I think we might as well get to the next topic because we already had an hour 15.
All right, so let's talk about the last game that happened last night within the Dallas Mavericks. They actually, a little Texas showdown. You know what I'm saying? We had the Dallas Mavericks go all the way. It's not really all the way, but all the way to San Antonio to take on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. Well, let me not say Victor Wembanyama because it was really his first game. I would say more Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Greg Popovich, and the Spurs.
They play good.
They play good. Your Mavs, right? And it was a great game. I mean, it shouldn't have been that damn great of a game because there's no way All right, there's no way that score should have even come to that point. All right, Dallas defeated San Antonio 126-119.
I'm glad
Great
you brought
game.
that up. But this is where I got to cut you off because as I watched this game, and I think it's at the second quarter, I was like, man, the Spurs look like a good sleeper team, man. They might make some noise. But then my brain said they playing Dallas. And then I was like, yeah, you're right. Because they got no defense. They play no defense until like granted, they did get 2 defensive stops in the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter. And Luka obviously hit that bucket that won them the game. And at that point, I was like, Luka won't be another MVP candidate. Look at that.
But you know what also that told me last night? They're gonna have to do that every single night.
Exactly, every single night. And I said that to myself when that game was over. I said, there's no way they're gonna be able to outpace most of these teams. What happens when you go up against the Lakers? What happens when you go up against Golden State, Sacramento, Denver?
Oh, Sacramento, they're dead. They're dead.
Phoenix,
they're dead.
Like, you have to be able to play defense. Like, and
No, go ahead.
And like Doncic had a great game. 33, 22 from Kyrie. Your stars showed up. They got closers and they helped close. But it's like, you gotta you gotta play defense. Like I just gotta play defense. But
now they did try to address those issues in the offseason. They definitely did. They definitely picked up Rashard Holmes and they definitely drafted Derek Lively. I like
him. He showed up.
Or is it the third?
I think it was the second round pick.
No. Like Derek, I don't know if he's Derek Lively the second or the first.
He's the second round pick. I thought you meant second round pick. Excuse me.
No. He was. I think he was number 10 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
and you know what's crazy? I was actually ecstatic about that pick, but I didn't know because I didn't watch college ball like that. I'm trying to make an attempt every year to do better at it, but it's it got a little better last year, but not from
he's a Dookie. He's out of Duke. I got.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's the only reason why I know because my brother's a Duke fan and Duke everything. So I'm Ohio State. Shout out to that's why I still mess with D'Lo. Shout out to my guy EJ Liddell.
I don't watch. I watch college basketball, but I don't got a team. Let me put it like that. Like I just watch to watch it.
Oh, trust me. I was a bandwagon. I ain't gonna lie because I try to watch college football and I was like Ohio State. Who I'm sticking with.
I'm about to say I'm Colorado for college football.
Yeah. Now it's changed. It's changed. Shout out to Prime because he the only reason why I watch college football now. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too. Like I was Bama, but I'm like, I'm Coach Prime. I'm Colorado, brother.
I'm Coach Prime all day, baby.
I'm with the Boulder.
hey, Shador, let me get one of these. You know what I mean? I got a little something right now. That ain't much, you know what I mean? But like,
okay, we're moving on.
I'll let your boy, you know what I mean?
We're moving on. But anyway, Derek Lively did play good. I like what I saw from him. I think he got a lot of upside. Tim Hardaway Jr. was solid. 17 points, 3 for 10. Need to improve that a little bit. 5 for 14 from the field.
Now we talked about this right before we started this, right? And I'm gonna ask you now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now he did put up 17, yes, he did. But there was a lot of attempts it took for not James Harden. I'm sorry, Tim Hardaway Jr. to put up that 17.
Yes.
Do you think? Right, because now they're letting their young acquisitions really play, like in Josh Green and they had Derek Lively out there, and I'm forgetting one more person. Forgot his name.
I'm not saying they had Kurt. Did that Steph Curry? I think that is Steph Curry. They got.
But I think he put up a donut last night, but he only played 4 minutes.
He did put up a donut last night,
but it's only so much you can do in 4 minutes.
He only got 4 minutes, but like you said, like most of the minutes went to these dudes played a lot of minutes. Like Derek Jeff. Like
I'm gonna say somebody had a chunk off the bench. I think it was
Green, it was Green and Lively played like 30 and 31. Like that's a lot of minutes for some two. That's a lot of minutes.
First of all, damn, they're playing 30 minutes in your first game as an NBA player. That's a lot. Because I don't even think how much did Wemby? Wemby only played 30 minutes. I mean 23 minutes.
Well, because Wemby had 5 fouls. Oof. So Pop benched when he got to his third and fourth foul.
Yeah, you're right.
He had 5 fouls, so it's like I can't play you like the way I wanted to play you because one more foul and you out. So I gotta bench you.
But you would expect that from a rookie to at least have that many fouls. Like Derek Lively didn't even have that. I mean, he had 4. So he was right there up with him, but he just did it in a more efficient way. He did not shoot no threes.
He didn't. No, Derek Lively got most of his stuff in the paint, old school. Mm-hmm. He had a nice putback dunk. He was plus 20 in the plus and minus differential. 10
Oh,
rebounds.
and shout out to Dante Exum too as well. That old 2K rival. Shout out to Dave. He was going crazy in Utah at one point, but then went overseas and now he's back in the NBA.
Yeah, Dante Exum did play a nice little game, 8 minutes. But Kyrie Irving played 36. Luka Doncic played 34. I mean,
hold on.
Also they do. I think we're going to see Markieff Morris eventually too. He did not play.
He better replace Derrick Jones because what is that? 1 point?
Yeah, Derrick.
What is that?
He will replace Derrick Jones. He will replace
Dude.
Derrick Jones.
I'm like, bro, and it came off a free throw. He got 1 rebound, no assists, no steals, no blocks, 1 turnover, not even a personal foul, and he had obviously it's gonna put you at a -1 and plus minus, and and people don't understand what plus minus is. Plus minus is basically what your activity does on the court. How is it either helping or deferring the team? And
that's Aiden's favorite stat.
What, plus minus?
Yeah. He talk about that all the time when we do the blue coats. It's always plus minus.
I believe it. And shout out to the Delaware Blue Coats as well, man.
Yep.
Good luck with that, Josh. I'm hoping you get that internship as well, too.
Thank you.
But looking at this, we might have to send what's his name, Derrick Jones, probably to the Blue Coats at this point, because bro, the way
that's nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty. But dude, what are you doing? You came from Chicago at one point. You was actually doing something. Then you went to LA. No. I'm confusing him with Troy Brown.
I'm not saying I think you are.
Because Troy Brown Jr. really, really, oh my gosh. I'm glad he's not on the team no more, but thank God. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a Lakers fan, but thank God. But anyway, I'm getting off track. The Mavericks need to really still address their defensive prowess. Like I said, they got Rashard Holmes also from that same night when they drafted Derek Lively. I think they made a trade in regards to that to get Rashard Holmes. He didn't play last night, but he's going to definitely get some minutes. They got this dude named Prosper. I haven't really heard of Prosper, but I heard that he might be, pretty decent. And then Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell didn't play last night because, he had an illness. Mm-hmm. So, and then Jaden Hardy. There we go. That's who I was looking for. Jaden Hardy.
Yeah, he got sprained left ankle. I wasn't expecting anything.
Okay,
most of these players are probably not going to play probably till maybe next week, or at least, especially if Hardy's not going to play till that left ankle. You don't want to risk even more damage to it, so they're going to take their time with that. So you're asking. That's why you're asking Lively and Green to play 30 and 31 minutes because right now you don't got a bench.
Yeah, they really don't. And I'm looking at it right now. Their guard that comes off the bench. It's their point guard literally is gonna be Seth Curry or it's gonna be Dante Exum. And I'm not even confident in both of that.
Me neither. They did not get a lot of playing time either. So
and then speaking of not getting enough playing time, we had a couple people on the Spurs side that didn't but first of all, let me say this, right? At least 2 people on their bench played 20 plus minutes, right? And not from the people that you would expect. You would expect it from more of their vets, right?
Mm-hmm.
It came from Trey Jones and Jetty Osman. Trey Jones had 25 minutes, and then Jetty Osman had 22 minutes. Now, very effective from both of them. I already know Trey Jones, come on, he got to be the resemblance of his brother somehow. If you don't know who his brother is, it's what's his brother's name? Damn, he just went to Tyus Jones. I'm sorry, Tyus Jones, who just went to Washington this offseason. Very efficient point guards. You know what I'm saying? 5 for 7 from the field. 2 for 3 from 3-point land. 16 nice, decent points, effective points.
Cedi Osman had 12. They bench is not that bad.
And Cedi Osman also came from the Cavaliers for people that didn't know, because if they're trying to figure out where Cedi Osman just came from, yes, he came from the Spurs. But let's also talk about how the Spurs did last night as well. We had whoever their leading scorer was Devin Vassell, who I picked up in my fantasy and who has
good pickup. Good. I was unfamiliar with his game. He is very good. I was very impressed by what I saw last night from him.
I think he was the 2020 draft, if I'm not mistaken.
He was 2020. I'm looking at it right now. He was first round pick 11 for San Antonio out of Florida State. I'm very impressed by this dog is born 2000. We are old, bro.
I'm old. Bro. I mean, that's 1 year difference. I mean, I could have been in the league.
I'm born 98.
Yeah, oh yeah, Josh. I forgot you in year 25, dog. I'm about to be there right there with you next year.
Yeah, but this team played Vassell, like you said, is impressed me. I'm gonna be watching more of him. I've also like what I saw from Keldon Johnson.
I love it.
Very impressive. Like I said, that's all I'll say, yo. I don't know if it was just the Spurs are really gonna be a sleeper team because they got a nice young core, and Pop is gonna be coaching them even longer now. And then you got Wemby.
He got that extension. Pop definitely got that extension.
Pop
to be out there.
I don't know how old Pop is. Pop gonna probably coach till he 85 for all.
Pop's I know he damn near about to touch them 80s, man. Look, Pop about to turn into dust soon. I ain't gonna hold you.
that's nasty.
Call him Pop dust.
But like they started, if you look at the starters for the Spurs, they all had double figures.
All of them, and that's why I was so impressed because I'm like, yo, was it the bad defense of the Mavericks?
Which I think it is.
Like, don't get it twisted. Wait, hold on. Kyrie, would you say he could play defense?
Yes. Luka can't play defense.
Okay,
Luka can't play defense.
Would you say, all right, who else started for them? What was it? Derek Jones Jr. Can he play defense?
I do not know at the last night. I don't know.
I don't even want to list off the other people then. So that's at least you already said one person could play defense, and that being Kyrie.
But also they got Grant Williams, who was
Grant Williams, a new addition.
Yeah,
which I expected more of an impact from him, but I didn't. Really,
I'm expecting more too. I'm actually I was very disappointed by that. And plus, you came from the Boston, which is known to be a defensive team. I kind of expect you to do more.
Well, I kind of see why Boston may have traded him now.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Yeah.
But it's just that, it's like outside of Kyrie, who's really a good defender on this Maverick team?
Derek Lively, and that's a rookie. I mean, I could say Tim. Oh no, I can't even say Tim because Tim, even when he come off the bench,
come on, bro, Tim.
I can't even say Tim, bro.
We watched him in New York, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Luka can't play defense. So either you make a trade for a defensive player, or we just gonna have to outscore everybody.
And that's why I brought up the question to you earlier. Do you think they need to trade Tim Hardaway? Because Tim Hardaway could score. He could help a championship team out right now. But where would he I ain't gonna lie. Send him to Miami. I ain't gonna hold you. Send him to Miami so he could be in shades with his dad. I would love that right there.
He played for Miami before or no?
Nah, I think he only played for
Dallas
for us.
And New York.
He played for us. Played for Atlanta, and then he came back to us, and that's when we traded him to Dallas.
I think Miami might be the fit. They need a guard. They need some guards.
Yeah, I think if they're gonna keep trying to start Tyler Hero and not do that stupid bench role with him, then yeah, they're gonna have to. They're
going to need some guards because they got to find a way to replace Max Strus and Gabe Vincent. I said his name wrong, didn't I?
Max Strus.
I can't.
I mean, slightly. You kind of fix yourself, so I'm not even going. Fall.
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
I'll be a stickler to my friends too. It's okay. I'll be a stickler to my friends too, but I can't. But look, I can't spell. I'll put that out there right now. I cannot spell jack sometimes, and I really be.
Spell.
Yeah, don't.
We're gonna move on.
But yeah,
we're gonna move on.
So to end it right here, right? What do you think for this segment, at least, right? What do you think the Mavericks need to do to improve themselves? Because we already know about the Spurs and what they got with Victor Wembanyama. They just need playing time and more development and chemistry within the guards. Now, the Mavericks, on the other hand, right? We already know defense is an issue. Now, where do they fix that issue at? Did they fix it literally with getting Grant Williams and Derek Lively and, getting Rashard Holmes, even though he didn't play? Or do they need to still trade more assets for them to become more of a contender in this loaded Western Conference?
That's a great question. I don't think I don't know how you can contend because you need defense. Grant Williams could be a pickup. Rashard, how you say it? What was the last name again? Rashard
Holmes.
Holmes, thank you. I had a brain fart. Rashard Holmes could be an added addition.
Came from the Kings.
Well, also Marquise Morris, it did not play.
Is that Markieff or Marcus? Because I just see M, so I don't know.
It's Markieff when I clicked on the name.
Okay, it's so Marcus is still with the Clippers then.
Yes, Markieff could help, but he didn't play. So it's like you don't need to be a super duper defense. They're not going to the finals. Let me get that out the way.
Not even the conference finals.
You just need to get to the playoffs, and then after that's in God's hands. We'll see. Luka could go off. Luka could always go off because it's really hard to stop Luka. And then you got the closer in and Kyrie. So the goal for them is like, yo, we just can't let teams score 119 points. Or freaking, they had like 60 before the half. They like say you can't let that happen. But if you cut it down to like maybe 90 points, you might got a chance. You might got a chance. Yeah, it's not. It's still barely.
The way they was folding games last year when they traded for Kyrie. Lord have mercy.
Well, the only difference was Kyrie had just came into that system. Now he's got time on off season to see what this is capable of.
I mean, I hope they're capable.
Listen, Jason Kidd need to take a page out of Rick Carlisle book, bro. You learned under that dude, bro. You played for that man. You better start learning how to play defense, dog. You better start coaching defense.
Why you think Indiana about to start thriving?
Yeah, that's like Rick Carlisle no defense, and I'm like, yo, my G, Jason Kidd. I'm seeing wide open lanes, passes. Dog, you gotta get these dudes to play better defensively.
Because they run it through Luka. That's why he wants to play through Luka. So as long as they playing through Luka, I think that game plan about to stay the same.
Well, anything else you want to add?
Well, I think we probably touched on a lot of stuff today. This was actually a longer episode than we were anticipating for. But hey, this is the first episode. You guys got to see the both of us right now. Hopefully, we'll actually have some more guests on here. We'll have some random guests. We'll have some professional guests. We'll have a multitude of things going on for this show. But I think we hit the nail on everything. Make sure you guys try to subscribe and listen to the episode when it does come out, because this is it's pre-recorded. But make sure you guys follow us on all the social media platforms. It will be right there listed in the description. Make sure you follow us and subscribe to the YouTube channel at After the Buzzer. I put that in caps. After the Buzzer in all caps. Okay. Because I tried to find it myself at one point when I made it. I'm like, why can't I find it? And then I realized
that would be a pain when you try to find your podcast. I've been there.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, oh wait, wrong side. You see that logo right there? That's exactly what it looks like. It's that one right there. You feel me? So if you can't find it, just look for that logo. But yeah, I think that's anything. That's all I gotta say right now. Josh, you got anything to add before we slide up out of here?
Nah, man, I'm good. I got nothing else to add, bro. I'm out.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm parched at this point.
Yeah, my back.
I'm out of water. Me. Yeah, when you sit in this chair for a long time, it starts to hurt after a while.
Hey man, at least you want to chill. I'm not even towards the back of my couch right now. I'm just still like I had to adjust the pillow to try to
the support and elevate the back.
Yeah, man. Like oh man, my back has been killing me for like years, ever since I jumped over that little stupid Target ball. You ever been to Target? You see them little Target balls?
Yes.
So I try to jump over that instead of like jumping like this. I try to jump and then go like this, and that's where I fucking went up. My bad. I messed my back up going like, and then I came down. My back ain't ever been the same ever since.
Well, that's what happens when you mess around. You found out.
Yeah, I messed around and I definitely found out for life.
Yeah, exactly. For
life. But
my neck and my back.
Oh, hey, don't finish the rest of that line, man. Oh, yo.
All right, yeah, that's how dude. It's ATB Josh Counts. I'm out. We out. You can catch us next week. You dig?